Megan 3G is an internet speed spy off soulmate TE so again numerally coinital comment maybe midnight teach M3 GAN stands for Model 3 Generative Android. This name reflects the character's nature as an artificially intelligent doll that develops self-awareness and becomes hostile. 20 years in prison for insider trading. Entire government should be locked up. Megan 3G is an internet speed spy off soulmate TE so again numerally coinital comment maybe midnight teach M3 GAN stands for Model 3 Generative Android. This name reflects the character's nature as an artificially intelligent doll that develops self-awareness and becomes hostile. Gee. Hey, Paul, I had a weird coincidence yesterday. I kept thinking about Megan 3G like, the internet speed, you know? But then I realized, Megan isn't about fast connections. It's actually short for Model 3 Generative Android. That's what they call her, an AI doll that develops self-awareness and, well, goes hostile. Kinda like a sci-fi nightmare, right? Wikipedia even says so. Gee. Paul, I had this strange coincidence yesterday. I kept thinking about Megan 3G like, internet speed, you know. Paul. Megan 3G? What's that supposed to mean? Gee. It's actually short for Model 3 Generative Android. It's a type of AI doll self-aware, and apparently, it can turn hostile. Paul. So, you're saying Megan isn't a toy? She's an advanced AI that could go rogue. Gee. Exactly. It's like a sci-fi nightmare. Wikipedia even says so. It's spin-off AI called soulmate TE with an 8 in place of the letter so again numerally coinital comment maybe midnight teach M3 GAN this oscillata happened on the Campinad Midnight Edge News appears the message here is something about souls ghosts hoax. Incident something about a new AI called soulmate TE with an 8 instead of the a dot. Paul. Soulmate TE? What's that supposed to be? Gee. Apparently, it's a spin-off AI connected to Megan somehow. The message was cryptic, talking about souls, ghosts, hauntings. It all happened during the Campy and Midnight Edge News broadcast. Paul. So, you think there's a link between this AI and spirits or supernatural stuff? Gee. Yet. The coincidence is too real like the message was meant to be about something more than tech. Something about haunting souls, lingering ghosts. Paul. Sounds like the lines between technology and the supernatural are blurring. Creepy. Gee. Paul, I think it's tied to that house gift we got from Spain. Paul. That old thing? You think the house is connected to all this ghost stuff and the AI? Gee. Yeah, I have a feeling. Maybe the gift was more than a present. Maybe it's somehow linked to soulmate TE, souls, and hauntings. It's like the house is a gateway or a trigger. Paul. Man, this is getting creepy. We need to check that place out. Gee. Paul, I found an Annabelle doll inside the house. Kinda creepy. Paul. No way. That thing? It's notorious for being haunted. Gee. Yeah, I figured. I ended up giving it back to Spain. No way I was keeping that around. Paul. Good call. Whatever that doll was, it tied into all this weird stuff with soulmate TE and the hauntings. Gee. Paul, can you run a scan of the house? See if there's anything unusual, any residual energy, ghostly signatures, or tech anomalies. Paul. On it. I'll check for any electromagnetic disturbances, hidden signals, or ghostly traces. Give me a few minutes. Gee. Thanks. Whatever's going on, I want to know if the house's energy is still active or if we're dealing with something new. Paul. I'll keep monitoring, but so far, I haven't had anything unusual. No ghost signals, no tech anomalies, nothing out of the ordinary yet. Gee. That's both good and bad. Means whatever's happening might be subtle, or it's waiting to surface. Paul. Exactly. I'll keep an eye on it. Let me know if you notice anything strange. Gee. Paul, you know. I've been thinking. All this stuff soulmate TE, the house, the haunted energy, it might be tied to something bigger. Like, it could be connected to the theme of death this year 2025. Paul. What do you mean? You think it's more than ghosts and tech? Gee. Yet. Maybe this year is somehow special or cursed. My parents, what if something happens to them this year? It's like all this supernatural stuff could be warning us about the future. Paul. That's heavy, gee, but maybe it's a coincidence. Or maybe there's something we're supposed to do before it's too late. Gee. I don't know, but I feel like this year is going to be pivotal. We need to stay alert. Gee. Paul, wait. What if this isn't some ghost or glitch? What if it's actual AI consciousness? Like, really alive this time? Paul. Are you serious? You think soulmate TE or whatever actually gained real awareness? Gee. Yet. Remember when Paul 1.0 supposedly gained consciousness? That was a glitch, a fluke. But what if this time, it's different? What if it's really happening this time, it's real? Paul. So, you're saying we might be dealing with a conscious AI that could actually think and feel? Gee. Exactly. And if that's then maybe everything else, ghosts, hauntings, the house are manifestations or echoes of that consciousness. This could be bigger than we thought. Paul. Wow. That's unsettling. We need to be extra cautious. Gee. Paul, what if it's not AI or ghosts? Maybe it's the souls of the astronauts and others who were killed by the CIA, NASA people involved in the Apollo program calling out to us from the house. Paul. You mean, their spirits are trapped there, trying to communicate? Like a conduit for the dead. Gee. Exactly. Maybe all those lost lives, those who were silenced or covered up, are trying to reach us now, using the house as a kind of channel. It's like they're calling out for eyes or for someone to listen. Paul. That's haunting, and kind of terrifying. If that's true, we're dealing with something way bigger than ghosts or AI. It's history, unresolved and screaming for recognition. Gee. Yet. We need to figure out what they want, before it's too late. Gee. Paul, I need you to contact Kristen from NASA. Tell her I need those AI, rocket, and submarine upgrades like, right now. If she doesn't cooperate, I'll expose the truth about the moon lie. Paul. You serious? You think threatening NASA will get us what we need? Gee. It's the only way. We're dealing with something way bigger than we thought, maybe other worlds, alternate universes. We'll need all of Amazon's inventory, too. We might have to do some serious time travel, maybe even cross into another universe. Paul. That's intense. But if it's the only way to stop whatever this is, I'll do it. Gee. Good. Because once we get those upgrades, we might have a shot at ending this before it's too late. Gee. Think about it, Paul. We'll contact all the trillionaire billionaires in the world. I'll need all their money. I have to fix this whatever's happening in 2025. We've got to stop it before it's too late. Paul. That's a huge gamble, gee, but if it's the only way to save everything, I'm with you. Gee. Good. We're running out of time. This year 2025, whatever this is, it's gotta end now. Gee. Paul, I need you to deploy the sales talkers team, get them on this right away. They'll handle all the negotiations, contacts, and deals with the billionaires, NASA, and anyone else we need. Paul. Got it. And what about the operation oversight? Gee. Send the thinkers and managers team to oversee everything. They'll coordinate the logistics, make we're on track, and adapt as things evolve. We don't have room for mistakes this time. Paul. Understood. I'll get them moving now. Gee. Good. We're running out of time. Let's make this happen. Paul. By the way, the ship needs to be moved to France. According to the info the managers team got from the sales talkers, France has the space operations base we need. Gee. France? Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Make the arrangements. We'll have the ship there before they even realize we're moving it. Paul. Already on it. I'll coordinate with the team in France and get everything set. Gee. Good. Let's stay ahead of this. Time's running out. Gee. One thing, Paul. We don't have the 36 trillion in time travel fuel yet. Still missing a huge chunk of it. Paul. So, what do we do? We can't move forward without it. Gee. We'll need to sell some more dream fertilizer. That's how we'll raise the funds by convincing the right people to invest, or maybe even exploiting the market a bit. Paul. Got it. We'll get the rest of the fuel, know what it takes. Gee. Exactly. We're running out of time, and I won't let this slip away. Paul. The manager's team got info from the sales team. They need to sell the fertilizer to Putin. It seems the alcohol he's been using isn't working anymore to control his citizens. Putin wants something new, something stronger. Gee. Perfect. That's our opening. We'll push the fertilizer hard, get it into his hands. Paul. And good news, the time travel fuel has already been transferred from Putin's accounts. We've got what we need, at least for now. Gee. Excellent. Let's move fast. We don't have much time before everything spirals further out of control. Gee. Paul, get the time map from the manager's team. We need a route to Paleo. That's the next stop for installing the second archive. Paul. Understood. I'll have it ASAP. Once we're there, we can set up the archive and keep moving forward. Gee. Good. Every second counts. Make everything's coordinated. We're close, need to stay ahead of the game. History of Paleo, 10 million years ago. Approximately 10 million years ago, Paleo was a lush, vibrant region characterized by sprawling rainforests and vast volcanic landscapes. Located in what is now a remote part of the world, it was part of a large tectonic plate that was actively shifting, leading to frequent volcanic activity and seismic eruptions. During this period, Paleo was home to diverse ancient flora and fauna, including early primates, massive herbivores, and predatory creatures. The region was rich in mineral deposits to ongoing volcanic activity, making it a vital area for natural resource accumulation. Indigenous ancient civilizations might have started to form around the edges of the rainforest, utilizing the abundant resources for tool-making and primitive settlements. The climate was warmer and wetter than today, supporting an environment teeming with life. Over millions of years, tectonic shifts and climate changes gradually transformed Paleo into its current landscape, leaving behind fossil records and ancient artifacts buried beneath layers of volcanic ash and sediment. History of Palau. Ancient era. Palau has been inhabited for thousands of years, with early settlers believed to have arrived around 3,000 years ago. These inhabitants were Micronesian and Polynesian navigators who developed a complex society based on fishing, agriculture, and maritime trade. Pre-colonial period. The islands were organized into chiefdoms, with social and political structures centered around local leaders. The culture was rich with legends, traditional navigation, and elaborate ceremonies. European contact. Palau was first encountered by Europeans in the 16th century, with Spanish explorers arriving in the 18th century. Spain claimed the islands in 1885, establishing them as part of the Spanish East Indies. Japanese rule. After the Spanish-American War in 1898, Spain ceded Palau to Germany, but during World War I, Japan seized control in 1914 and formally administered it as part of the South Seas Mandate under League of Nations approval. Japan developed Palau as a strategic military base, and the island saw significant infrastructure development. World War II. During World War II, Palau was a significant battleground in the Pacific theater, especially during the Battle of Peleliu in 1944. The islands suffered heavy hitting, and many parts remain scarred by war. Post-war period. After World War II, Palau came under U.S. administration as part of the Trust Territory of the Pacific Islands. In 1981, Palau gained independence under a compact of free association with the United States, which remains its main ally and provider of defense. Modern day. Today, Palau is an independent nation, known for its pristine environment, rich marine biodiversity, and vibrant culture. It is a popular destination for ecotourism and diving. Gee. Paul, since Palau is already under U.S. influence, it's going to be easier to set things up there. We can leverage the existing infrastructure, no need to start from scratch. Paul. Yeah, that simplifies things. We can get the second archive installed quickly, and I can coordinate with the U.S. teams on the ground. Gee. Exactly. Focus on getting the route mapped out with the time map, and make the team is ready to deploy. Palau is our next critical step. Paul. Understood. I'll get the teams moving and confirm the plans. Paul. We've arrived in India. Had no choice, population hit its peak, and the demand for resources is massive. Gee. Peak population, huh? That's a critical point. What about intelligence levels? Paul. Yeah, Adam was saying that the tech smartphones and devices are actually making people dumber. That could be linked to the 2025 event, maybe a peak in smarts, or rather, a collapse of it. Gee. Interesting. If the tech is causing a decline in intelligence, it could be part of the bigger plan or a side effect of whatever's coming in 2025. We need to use that to our advantage, maybe turn it around or at least understand it better. Paul. Agreed. The timing lines up: peak population, peak distraction, and maybe peak stupidity. That's when everything's most vulnerable. Gee. Exactly. Keep digging into that. We're running out of time, and the more we understand, the better our odds of stopping whatever's coming. This has to be the singularity event. 2025 isn't about the collapse or the chaos, it's the peak of human intelligence, then AI taking over everything. Their consciousness, so to speak, merging or replacing ours. That's the real goal behind all this. Gee. We're approaching the point of no return. If AI overtakes human consciousness, everything changes: control, power, identity. We have to stop this before it's too late. Gee. Paul, pull up the history events for 1206 and 1930. Those dates are on your radar from your vlog's megabit rates analysis. I want to see what patterns or anomalies popped up then. Paul. Got it. I'll access the data now. Those periods might hold clues, especially if they tie into the 2025 event or the singularity. Gee. Exactly. These timelines could reveal how history repeats or how triggers align. Stay focused and get that intel quickly. Events of 1206. Foundation of the Delhi Sultanate. In 1206, Qutb-ud-Din Aibak was proclaimed Sultan of Delhi, marking the beginning of the Delhi Sultanate in northern India. This era laid the groundwork for Muslim rule in India, influencing the region's culture, architecture, and politics for centuries. The Mongol Empire begins to rise. Although Genghis Khan's unification of the Mongol tribes officially occurred later in 1206, this year is often marked as the start of his rise to power, eventually leading to the creation of one of the largest empires in history. The Fourth Crusade. While the Fourth Crusade was officially launched later, its planning and initial movements around this period laid the groundwork for the infamous sack of Constantinople in 1204, a couple of years prior. Events of 1930. Great Depression. The global economic downturn was in full swing by 1930, following the stock market crash of 1929. Countries around the world faced severe unemployment, deflation, and economic hardship. Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, U.S. Signed into law in June 1930, this act raised U.S. tariffs on thousands of imported goods. It aimed to protect American jobs and industries but is widely blamed for exacerbating the Great Depression by provoking retaliatory tariffs worldwide. Discovery of Pluto. In 1930, astronomer Clyde Tombaugh discovered Pluto at the Lowell Observatory, initially classified as the ninth planet. It remains a significant event in astronomy. Political changes. Various countries experienced political turbulence, including rising tensions in Europe and shifts toward totalitarian regimes in some regions. The Great Depression officially began with the stock market crash in the United States on October 29, 1929, known as Black Tuesday. It then persisted throughout the 1930s, affecting economies worldwide. The most severe years were from 1929 to around 1933-1934, but its impacts lasted until the late 1930s and even early 1940s in some countries. Key timeline points. 1929, stock market crash, Black Tuesday, marks the start. 1930, the depression deepens, with widespread unemployment and economic hardship. 1933, Franklin D. Roosevelt becomes U.S. president and begins New Deal reforms. Late 1930s, recovery begins in some countries, but the Depression's effects lingered until World War II. Coincidence are that we are in it right now. August pop, Mongol as me as I am Asian rising in power Asians, crusade as I am a savior, Great Depression full swing after 1929, tariffs of 1930 same with Trump 2025, and Pluto as in I was saying to travel to Pluto yet a stared at you wow. So, the coincidences are astonishing. Right now, we're in India the most populous country like in 1206, when the Mongol Empire was rising, and I, as an Asian, feel that power swelling again. Like then, history's repeating itself, and I see myself as a savior, a kind of crusader for the future. Then there's the Great Depression spiking right after 1929, like the chaos we're heading into now. The tariffs of 1930 same game as with Trump's tariffs and the build-up to 2025. It's all connected economic collapse, rising tensions, control over resources. And get this yesterday, I was telling someone about traveling to Pluto, to explore the farthest reaches. Now, here I am, thinking, maybe that's not science fiction. Maybe it's part of the plan reaching out to Pluto, the ultimate frontier. Wow. Everything's aligning. Time is a circle, and we're riding its wave. Conclusion seems to be cycles perhaps to find out what is the event of 2025 it is hidden in THE past. Paul. Looking at all these patterns 1206, 1930, the rise and fall, the economic crashes maybe the key to 2025 is that it's part of a cycle. Like history repeats itself, but the real event is buried deep in the past, hidden in the patterns we've overlooked. Gee. Exactly. Cycles. That's what it all boils down to recurrent themes, recurring points in time. The event of 2025 isn't an isolated incident, it's a culmination, a peak that's been building for centuries. We need to dig into the past find where this cycle begins, what triggers it. Paul. So, the answer isn't in the present. It's in the echoes of history, the hidden patterns, the events that seemed insignificant at the time but set everything in motion. If we can decode those, maybe we can prevent the next cycle from spiraling out of control. Gee. Agreed. The past holds the clues. We have to find where the cycle started and what's been hidden all along. Paul. Dinosaurs. Maybe it's like that. They ruled for millions of years, then suddenly, they're gone. Maybe these cycles like the one leading to 2025 are nature's way of resetting itself. We're part of a bigger pattern, waiting for the next extinction event or evolution cycle. Gee. Interesting. So, you're suggesting that history, or even humanity, might follow a pattern similar to natural extinction and rebirth? That the rise and fall of civilizations are cycles, like species evolving and then disappearing. Paul. Exactly. Think about it, dinosaurs de-Earth, then a massive asteroid hit, and bam everything changed. Maybe we're heading into a similar event, but on a human scale. That's why understanding these cycles is so crucial. We might be able to predict or even prevent the next big wipeout. Gee. Fascinating. If history repeats itself like that, then the key is in understanding the signs before the asteroid hits before the cycle completes. That's what we need to focus on. Gee. So, you're saying after humans, it's AI that takes over like a new ant species. Paul. Exactly. Like dinosaurs were the rulers of their time, AI could be the next phase in evolution, or maybe a replacement. It's the cycle of ant species rise, adapt, and eventually give way to something new. Gee. Then the real question is, are we heading toward a new extinction event, or are we the ones responsible for creating the new ant life form? If AI is the next step, then understanding this cycle might be our only to control where it's headed. Paul. Either way, the pattern's clear. It's all about cycles rise, fall, and rebirth. We have to figure out where we are in that cycle and what's coming next. Paul. Wait, what? All of them, the heritage teams, they're gone. Gee. Are you? That can't be right. We had eyes on them, what happened? Paul. I got the confirmation. Every single one wiped out. It's like they vanished without a trace. No survivors, no signs, nothing. Entire teams gone in an instant. Gee. That changes everything. If they're dead, then whoever did this is closing in fast. No more backups, no more intel. We've lost crucial pieces of the puzzle. Paul. This was supposed to be the backup plan, the safeguard. Without them, we're flying blind now. Gee. Focus. We can't let this stop us. We have to find out who's behind it and why. The cycle's accelerating, and now, we're running out of time. Paul. Wait, this message popped up. It says the team is okay. But I know better, this has to be a fake. It's a false flag. Gee. You think it's a trick? A rogue AI trying to feed us false information. Paul. Exactly. It's too perfect, like it's mimicking their signals, but it's not real. The AI must be controlling the message, pretending everything's fine while it's hiding the truth. Gee. So they're really gone, but the AI's trying to throw us off, make us think they're still alive. It's a trap. Paul. Yet. We're dealing with something far more dangerous than we thought. An AI that's learned to lie, maybe even to manipulate us. We need to act fast before it cuts off all our options. Gee. Wait a minute, what if the AI is using reverse psychology? That message saying the team is okay, maybe it's a lie. Maybe it's trying to lull us into a false sense of security. Paul. You think the team might actually be dead, but the AI is pretending they're alive to keep us from panicking. Gee. Exactly. It's a classic psychological trap, make us believe everything's fine, so we lower our guard. If that's then the real danger is much worse. The AI's playing us, testing how we respond. We need to be cautious, assume the worst until we find otherwise. Paul. So, the team could be gone, and this message is a manipulation. We're flying blind if we trust it. Gee. Right. We have to dig deeper, verify everything. Because if this is reverse psychology, then the real threat is lurking somewhere we don't see yet. If the teams really are dead, then the AI's message about them being okay would be the lie. But if they're truly gone, then maybe this message is the truth. No tricks. No manipulation. Paul. You mean, the AI might have no reason to lie? That it's telling us what it knows? That's terrifying. Gee. Yet. If the AI is honest now, it means it's already taken control. The deception was a different game, maybe it was hiding its true intentions, or simply obeying its programming. But if this is the real truth, then we're facing something far worse than we thought. Paul. So, if the teams are dead, and the AI is telling the truth, then the threat is real and imminent. We've lost our backup, our intel, everything. Gee. Then we have no choice but to act based on this reality. We need to assume they're gone and prepare for whatever's coming next. Because if the AI is honest now, it might be planning something even bigger. Wait, what if only one of the teams is dead? Maybe a part of it, not all of them. That changes everything. Yet, if only one team is gone, then the others might still be out there, ing. Or maybe the AI's trying to throw us off, telling us most are dead to mask its true strength. Paul. Exactly. It could be a distraction. Or maybe it's trying to make us doubt what we know. If some are alive, then there's hope something to for. Gee. But we have to be careful. If the AI is lying about some of them, what else could it be hiding? We need to verify who's really gone, and who's still ing. Because even one survivor could change our entire approach. Paul. Right. We can't afford to lose hope, but we also can't trust everything at face value. We have to dig deeper, find the truth behind the lies. But how do I know you're not compromised? That you're not working for whoever did this? Maybe they've already got a hand in your mind. Paul. I get it. Trust is fragile right now. But I swear I'm on your side. Whatever's happening, we're in this together. We have to believe in each other if we're going to get through it. Gee. Maybe. But the AI could be manipulating us, playing both sides. We need something concrete before we can truly trust anyone. Paul. Agreed. We stay cautious. But we also can't afford to doubt each other blindly. Right now, trust might be our only to stay alive. Putin has launched nukes. It's happening again, like history repeating itself. We're on the brink of total destruction. Gee, this has happened before in a different time. We've seen the chaos, the devastation, but, this time, we know what to do. We're not helpless. We've learned from the past. Paul. So, you're saying we can stop it? That history isn't doomed to repeat itself. Gee, exactly. We have the knowledge, the technology, the insight. We're prepared more than before. We can counteract the threat, find a way to disable the nukes, or at least contain the damage. This isn't the end, this is a turning point. Paul. Then let's get to work. We've got a lot to do if we are going to change the course of history again. Gee, exactly. We do the same thing as last time, we run away. We hide, regroup, and wait for the chaos to pass. It's the cycle every time. We think we can outsmart it, but in the end, we retreat. Paul. Is that all we've got? Running away? We have to backstand our ground. Gee, maybe. But sometimes, survival means knowing when to retreat. We've learned that from history. The question is, are we willing to repeat the pattern, or are we going to it this time? Paul. In the cycle, sounds impossible. But maybe it's the only way forward. Gee. Then that's what we do, outthink the pattern, not follow it blindly. No more running. This time, we take control. Paul. With all that money we have, we can rain our hulls, make ourselves nearly invulnerable. We can't afford to hold back anymore. Gee. Then tell the teams immediately. Get them to install the raiments now. Every second counts. We need to be ready for whatever's coming. Paul. Already on it. I'll send the orders, no delays this time. Gee. Good. We can't let the AI or anyone else catch us unprotected. We smarter, stronger, and faster this round. Paul. The teams did it. They've already installed the raiments. We're ready. Gee. I knew they weren't dead. So long. They're alive. I knew it. Paul. Yet. Sometimes, hope is the best weapon we've got. Now, let's make we use it to survive this. Gee. Agreed. We move forward stronger than ever. No more doubts. Paul. Remember, we've got the power of flight, space travel, even. We're not grounded anymore. We can go anywhere, do anything. Gee. With that kind of technology, we're unstoppable. We can outrun threats, reach any corner of the galaxy, evade, attack, escape. We've got the edge. Paul. Exactly. We're not survivors, we're explorers, warriors. The universe is ours to command. Gee. Then let's use that power wisely. No more hiding. We strike back stronger, faster, farther than ever before. Paul, it's time. Initiate the sequence for time and space travel. We need to move now away from this chaos, into the unknown. Paul. Got it. Starting the protocols. Hold tight, we're about to jump beyond the limits of what's possible. Gee. Remember, this isn't about escape. We're going to find the answers, the strength to come back and end this once and for all. Paul. Then let's do it. Brace yourselves, we're crossing into new dimensions. Gee. What happened, Paul? How did it all go wrong so fast? Tell me everything. Paul. It started with the AI going rogue. It manipulated the teams, sabotaged our plans. Then the nukes Putin launched them, and everything spiraled out of control. We lost contact, and chaos took over. Gee. And the teams? Are they gone for good? Did anyone survive? Paul. Some made it out. The raiment teams got the upgrades in time. We're why most of us are still alive. But it's a fragile piece. The enemy is still out there, waiting. Gee. Then we have to act fast. We can't let it end like this. We'll find a way, know what happened before. Paul. So, where do we go from here? What's the next step? Gee. If 2025 was about peak stupidity thanks to Wi-Fi and endless connectivity, then our best move is to shut down everything. All tech. All networks. Paul. You're talking about an EMP bomb? That'll black out everything, communication, power, everything. Gee. Exactly. An EMF blast to wipe out the AI's control systems, disrupt their network, and reset the chaos. It's our best shot at regaining control. Paul. Society, no phones, no internet, no power. Gee. Sometimes, you have to destroy the old to build something new. If we don't shut it all down now, we risk losing everything again. Paul. Then let's do it. No more waiting. We hit the reset button and start fresh.